More information has been coming out in the media about Luigi Mangione and potential motives regarding this crime. I've already made a few videos explaining his spondylolisthesis and his own issues with chronic back pain. What is interesting but has not yet been verified is that there are claims that he's had issues with United Healthcare and his mother and a diagnosis of severe neuropathy. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but I want to explain what neuropathy is and how it is an extremely painful condition in some people. My name is Dr. Betsy Grunch, and I'm a board-certified neurosurgeon, and neuropathy is a very challenging condition to treat. It is a condition that affects the nerves outside of the brain or spinal cord. The nervous system in our body consists of the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system consists of the brain and spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system is all the nerves that exist outside of those two regions. It's all the nerves in our body after the nerves exit the spinal cord. You see, our nerves control all the movement and sensation in our body, meaning our ability to move our arms and legs, as well as our sensation, including temperature, like hot and cold, or vibration, pain, and sharp and dull sensations. So if something is wrong with the nerve, it can affect your ability to move or feel or both. The diagnosis of neuropathy basically means that something's wrong with your nerve. It can affect anyone regardless of age, can be commonly associated with certain medical conditions like diabetes, for example. 2.4% of people worldwide have some form of neuropathy. Symptoms of neuropathy can include weakness if it affects the motor nerves, or changes in sensation if it affects the sensory nerves. Think of our nerves like cable, and it conducts electricity. It has axons that conduct the signal, and there is something called a myelin sheath on it that coats the nerves. Think of it like an electrical cable and how those electrical cables have sheaths on them to protect the electricity from dissipating. If there is something damaged in the myelin sheath, they may not conduct well. There can be other problems in the nerve that affect its conduction, but basically these nerves go haywire and the electricity doesn't conduct properly and gives you problems with the nerves. Sensory neuropathy can cause numbness, tingling. You know that feeling when you fall asleep on your hand and you wake up and you get these sharp, stabbing pains as your hand seemingly comes back to life? What if you had that in your feet all the time, 24/7, without being able to turn it off? Yeah, that's incredibly painful. That's what some people with painful neuropathy experience, and it can be excruciating and very challenging to treat. And supposedly, that's what Luigi's mom suffered from. Now, there could be issues that cause a neuropathy that can be reversible, like a vitamin deficiency, and sometimes, in fact, most times, there's not a reversible cause, meaning we just have to treat the symptoms. And you know what? We don't have a lot of great treatment options. It's usually just medicating the pain with pain medicines and neuropathic medicines like gabapentin and Lyrica. And more exciting to me as a spine surgeon, there has been recent data that suggests that spinal cord stimulation can significantly reduce the pain experienced by patients with this condition. Now, you can understand the frustrations of a young man that may not be able to understand this diagnosis in his mother and how he may feel to see her suffering. You may look for people to blame. You may think that your insurance company may be shielding potential treatment options. You can see how this potentially could be a motive.